Okay, hi Alice. So in example 3, what we said was that when you see an inequality, a compound inequality written this way, where you have two inequalities together in the same line like this, we read it from the middle first. So we read what I'm highlighting right now, 2x plus 15, and then we read to the left is greater than 3. Then we use the word and it's less than or equal to 15. Let me read that way. So 2x plus 15 is greater than 3 and less than or equal to 15. And our goal is to isolate x in the middle. So your goal is to get it to look like this. X in the middle with the two inequality symbols around it, and then a number to the left and a number to the right. So x is greater than something and less than or equal to something else. So to isolate x in the middle, the first thing I want to do is I want to get rid of this 15 that's with the x. I subtract 15 3 times, once in the middle, once on the left, and once on the right, because now it's like you have 3 sides because you have the double inequality. The 15s in the middle cancel, and I always start in the middle, and I say now 2x, and I read to the left, is greater than, and 3 minus 15 gives me negative 12. Then I say and it's less than or equal to 15 minus 15 is 0. Now I'm going to isolate x by dividing by 2. So I divide by 2 3 times in the middle, once on the left and once on the right. And that isolates my x, and I now have x is greater than negative 12 divided by 2 is negative 6, and x is less than or equal to 0 divided by 2 is 0. So what we're saying is on a number line, from negative 6 to 0, x is a number that's bigger than 0, so not equal to, but to the right, bigger than, and at the same time, it's smaller than or equal to 0. So equal to 0 or to the left would be smaller. So there's no arrows here. You're just shading between these two numbers. You're saying x is some number bigger than negative 6 and less than or equal to 0. So there will be no infinity or negative infinity here because you're not going in either direction forever. So your interval notation would just be negative 6 to 0 with a hard bracket on the 0 to show that 0 could be included as a solution. So your interval notation will not contain infinity or negative infinity. Okay, and then I know you were there for the second part, but now it'll probably make more sense. We're trying to isolate y in the middle. So I'm going to start by subtracting 10 in the middle, and then I subtract it on the left and I subtract it on the right. That cancels the 10. I now have, I read it from the middle, negative 3y is greater than negative 9 and less than 6. I divide all sides by 3 now, by negative 3. And remember that when you divide by a negative, you have to flip the inequality symbols. So they now face this way, and I now have y is less than 3 and greater than negative 2. So y could be any number from negative 2 all the way to positive 3. That means greater than negative 2 and less than positive 3. No equal signs, so no shading in of the negative 2 or 3. And the interval notation is negative 2 to 3 with parentheses saying that we're not including either of those. Okay, hopefully this helps, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks.